Hello, everybody. My name's Karam. I am a character artist at Hellbent Games, and I'm with the amazing.
That's me. I'm amazing. I'm also known as TechSmith314, streamer on Twitch TV.
Sweet. Yeah, so we're here to show you guys some gameplay of W.A.R.T. As you can see, I have some cosmetics on, and we're gonna start destroying some TV.
W.A.R.T is one of my most favorite monsters, man.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites. No bias though, but he is one of my favorites in the.
I mean, he's just super strong at everything all the time, right?
Yeah, like I think out of all of them, he's like the one that you could just power through and just like get those hits on. So
I love it. He's like a tank.
Yeah. So right now, what I'm thinking is like, all right, I'm gonna try to see if I can get a quick hit.
Sadly, I couldn't early.
I did.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't really see anybody, or I couldn't really like hear anybody crafting or anything. Yeah. So I'm just like, let's change. Let's try to get going.
Okay. Going down the stairs backwards. Is that some like 200 IQ strats?
That's just in case I hear anyone coming up or coming around me.
Okay.
So it's just mostly like a thing I do. You'll see it a lot. I'll just try to I'll kind of drift through some areas here. So right now
so what was that? Yeah, that ability.
Yeah, so that's the echolocation. So that pretty much sends out a wave, and it would hit any teens, and it'll come back to you. And when it comes back to you, it'll actually show like where teens are located. And right there, I got a hit on Chris. That was really early on, and I'm
good read.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna follow him. I'm gonna hit him when he goes around. So I could hear someone there, and I heard someone crafting at the station. So I'm looking, and there we go.
Good find.
Yeah, that was a hit on Kenzo here, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna follow it up. I'm not too worried about any weapons at the moment, but I just heard someone on my right, and so
okay.
I armored up.
Yeah.
And I just go for it now because I'm like, all right, he has a weapon. Kenzo doesn't have a weapon. Chris doesn't have a weapon. Possibly.
What does that armor do?
So the armor, what it does is that when you armor up, it can take a hit from any of the weapons. So you can see that right now there's a cooldown happening, and so I'm kind of playing more defensive. I want to make sure that I'm in a good place, so when I do have my armor up, I can attack again. But it's pretty much like it takes a hit for you, and if a weapon attacks you, you're good to go. So you can see I armored up, knowing that now I'm safe. I can kind of start pushing forward, and they're running away because they know I'm armored up.
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of like, all right, I got some pressure. I'm also looking at at the bottom. You can see the armor counter coming down.
Yep.
And the thing about
West face off.
Oh yeah, I saw the emote, and Sean was really trying to tempt me to come down there, but I was like, not today, Sean. I'm not doing that. I'm not rolling.
Wow, so patient compared to so many of the other monsters. Like you're really waiting for your opportune times.
Yeah, because the thing is, I feel like with W.A.R.T is that you can go in and you can just try to get those hits it's pretty impossible to do if you don't have your armor up and you don't have your leap in, because that's kind of where his strength lies. His strength kind of lies with that armor. Yep. And you can see here, I heard someone else there, and I armored up immediately, knowing maybe I can try to get them, seeing the distance and seeing like maybe a couple more teens have weapons. I'm keeping my distance there.
Also notice you just ticked over to enraged.
I did, yeah. So right now, so I'm right now trying to hunt down a teen they're all fully healed up. So right now it's mostly just whoever I could get down, I'm gonna hit. So I saw someone crafting down by the cross area, and
okay, looking for someone who's kind of like isolated.
Yep. I almost get him here. I actually overleap. I'm chasing.
Oh, stairs.
No. I learned from you. I learned from you.
There you go.
Yeah. So
perfect.
I got a massive hit. I got a massive hit on Sean, and that's pretty much a brand new sword. I think he only swung it 1 or 2 times, so it's a big hit for me.
That's huge.
Yeah. So knowing Chris doesn't have a weapon, but knowing Kyle does and probably Kenzo does, I'm playing a bit defensive but still aggressive and keeping that push onto them.
Yeah, I can see you managing the cooldown on your armor so well, so that by the time you're ready to engage, armor's just about ready to be set up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can see I do a lot of pouncing as well when I'm like trying to get some spacing, because it kind of moves you forward. And so I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's that leap ability that you're using a lot.
Yeah, that's my cue.
Yeah.
So I know he has a couple more swings left, and I'm thinking I can get him here, but really close, really close, really close.
Oh my God!
I'm a ninja, man.
Wow.
I just sneak around him. So
that's incredible. That's incredible.
That's another passive hit. So that's two weapons down.
Well earned down. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 2 weapons down. So I know Chris probably has a weapon now. He's been on this like station for a long time, this holy station. So I'm guessing he has a weapon or not. So I'm looking for him. And so what I'm trying to do is really like scatter them, and I'm trying to like disrupt them, because if they start grouping up, that's where they start overwhelming me, right? So
yeah. So that's the shock sphere that they were just about to power up and just shut it down.
Yeah, and so the thing is like when you hear that charge up, you need to armor as fast as possible, because that charge up speed is so quick and it can take you out, and it's a one-shot kill too. So you really need to really space yourself. So I guess hear it. And I'm in defense mode. I'm like, I have no armor. I'm running. I'm hiding. I'm scared for my life right now. And I armor up in case. He turns it down.
Man.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's the thing with the shock sphere. They can't actually hear your footsteps anymore, so they don't know exactly where you are.
Yeah, they're totally muted. So you can walk around, you can jump, you can do anything, and they won't hear anything. So you would pretty much, if you're in that situation, you just need to hide and hope for the best.
Okay, now that's interesting, because it almost looked like he hit you with that.
Yes.
When you hit him, it like shut off the damage.
Yeah. So when you're getting damage and when you're accumulating damage over time and you hit somebody while that's happening, it pretty much clears out anything. Any damage that's like given to you or anything, it just clears it out and you're pretty much good to go. So I knew I had that distance on him, and I knew if he shot me, it has some time to charge up. So I was able to take him out. And,
no.
Unfortunate, just got him on the healing station.
Man, I gotta say, your ability to use those little echoes, those little yellow ghosts to see where they were and track where they're going is insane.
Yeah, it honestly, like, I think it's a really hard. It's like, here, this is a good example. I would use it, and I'm like so confused on where they went, because it's very like that's where they were. So you just have to know where they might go and stuff like that. So here's another.
I love W.A.R.T, man. I love that. As soon as you see the weapon, you're like, all right, armor up and engage, kind of time.
Yeah. And so right now, I messed up. I got stuck in that corner of it, and I'm like, I can't chase it. I can't, because my armor's down. It's too risky. I'm trying to go for a perfect like win. I'm going for like no hits at all.
Yeah, well on your way to that. 2 people down, 1 injured, 1 healthy, and just the patience. I find, W.A.R.T is so tactical with the ability to kind of displace your movement with the leap, the ability to eat a weapon hit with the armor, and the ability to kind of get a sense of where everyone is with the echo. It's so tactical.
Very tactical. And it's also like, you can kind of see me like when I don't have my armor, I'm more of like I kind of like hug around the corners. I'm trying to like look over and trying to see if I can kind of see if they have every team's there, or if they have a weapon, or if they're running away. I'm trying to like just sense how they're playing, and if they're playing more confidently, if they're trying to like approach me, I already know they have backup up, they have people around them. So I'm trying to like wrap all that together.
Yep. So a little cluster of teens over there.
Yeah. So I see him healing here.
Yeah.
So I just saw Shaw run to the right, and I'm like, my armor's down right now. There would be no point in me trying to chase Chris, because he would it would just be more of like a standoff. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to get that free hit on Sean here. So I'm looking around.
Where did he go?
Sean's a sneaky one. He knows how to, after a first hit or anything, he knows how to hide. So
there he was.
And nope, he's not there. He's gone.
Oh wow, that's crazy. That's a disappearing trick right there.
Yeah. So that echo does take time. So you really need to use it, and then you gotta like think about where they might go or where they will go. So So mostly, I mostly use Echo. Like, kind of my strategy is using Echo just to know like where they are in that map, and then trying to cut them down and narrow them down into a certain area.
Yeah. It's great for flushing them out too. Like, you know, if someone's nearby and you echo, right, they feel that desire to move so that you don't go find them. But sometimes that can kind of give them away with the footsteps too.
Yep. So I saw the other two walking around, and I already know they might have a weapon, so I'm gonna go for the one that doesn't have a weapon. So I'm find them. Nothing. They're just ninjas, I'm telling you.
Yeah, man, sometimes.
I'm even checking lockers too, because I'm...
At some point, you're going to get lucky and find someone in one of those lockers.
I know.
Wow, they're just gone.
Fully gone. And that's the thing with the teen. If you start running, like, the monster can hear you. The monster can hear you run. So if you, like, crouch and you start walking, or even just walk, you can kind of get away with it. So even here, he's just gone.
Wow, man.
Totally...
They know what they're doing, huh?
Yeah.
But it's also crazy pressure from you. Like, they have not been able to build this whole time because you're constantly echoing and applying pressure to their kind of general location.
Yeah, and that's a really cool feature about the echo, is that when you echo, everyone's like, oh no, is he gonna come for me, or are they gonna come? You know what I mean? And so it puts pressure on the teens as well. And so right there, you can see that they just got the rift, and it pretty much staggers you. So if you had armor up, or if you had anything, it would break it. And so it's good I didn't use it, because now I'm using it. I'm like, okay, they're close.
Yeah, I don't want to get ambushed.
Exactly. But I'm also revealed. So
I was just gonna say, you're revealed down in the bottom middle. You can see that little revealed thing. Which means that they just basically get wall hacks on you, right?
Yeah. And so right now I'm pretty much in defense mode. I'm like, they're right now trying to chase me. They probably have all weapons. So I'm just trying to play defensively. And right here I have my armor up. I know he's pretty close, so I can probably get a hit on him. And
no way.
Yeah. I get him with the fallen.
What?
There you go. Yeah.
You got a hit with the rift against you?
Yeah. And that's just spacing. That's just knowing where to go. So if you saw, I went into the stairs, and in that area of the map, it's very tight, and so you can kind of they need to pressure you, and like from the top or from the bottom, and you can easily jump them. And here, Chris got me. He's so sneaky around those corners, and so I didn't know he would be there. Like, I would think he was downstairs, and so me just going up there, I was not aware of that. And that just happens, right? That's more of like my mistake, because I was playing really well until that point.
I mean, that's the thing, right? You know, if you're working off old information from the echo and you haven't echoed again yet, they can really ambush you like that.
So I see a teen running here.
Yeah, you can see they're in that running animation kind of thing with their little ghost echo.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that he probably ran towards the other teens, and that's where I heard all this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
the cursed eye.
Yeah.
And so you can see it, and the thing is, it takes the time to. That was massive. That was massive. I honestly did not know I was gonna get that. I thought I was gonna die there, but I was so lucky. Because the thing is, it's all about patience too. If I swung too early, I would have missed it. And so you need to be patient enough, because you can still power through some weapons. You don't fully stop.
Oh my god. My heart just about... This is so tense right here, man.
Yeah. So I'm right now, I'm like, okay, I can see him. He's waiting for something. So I'm wondering, Kyle is around there with the Enigma, because he was there earlier. And so there you see Sean, and there's Kyle.
There.
So they have two weapons. I take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, explain. I know what you just did there. Explain what you just did there, because that was some 200 IQ plays.
Yeah, so the eyeball is a one-hit pretty much kill on you, right? So I knew, I put on my armor, and I knew that the Enigma takes time for it to charge up and damage you. So I pretty much armored up. I jumped into the eyeball, so I broke away my armor. I knew the Enigma was starting to hit me, so it slowly built up my curse. And then I was just able to, off the cooldown, able to hit Sean. That just summoned the eyeball.
That was such a crazy play. That was such a crazy play, man.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And then right here, oh no, I just get the sneaks.
Oh!
You need to be so aware of those corners, because like
I
think that's like the strongest for anyone going against like one of the monsters is those corners and being able to just jump out. But it's all about teamwork. Like that was Chris running to Kyle, being like, "Hey, he's coming this way. I need some help." And
some injured bait, kind of enticing you to chase them. And it didn't even look like you were that unsafe, but it was just a really, really well set up ambush.
Yeah, they're really putting the pressure on me now. So I have 2 hits. They already got 2 hits on me, and so now I'm playing a bit more defensive, but still putting them on the pressure because I know both of them don't have weapons. So
yeah, you can kind of push a little bit more now.
Yeah,
because they can't actually hit you, but you'll need to find them before they get new weapons.
Yeah. So I knew Chris was crafting here, so I was like, he's probably here, but he totally booked it, and he's somewhere. Yeah, he's.
Oh yeah, wow, yeah, downstairs.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's so hard to. It's if you're running, it's clear as day. You can hear him go anywhere, and it's very like if you run on carpet, you can hear that carpet noise, and if you run on tile, you can hear it. So.
If you know the layout of the rooms, you can kind of tell where they're going by the tone change of the footsteps, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay, now that was an interesting choice. You just set off that noisemaker.
Yeah. So
what was the thought process behind that?
So I saw it and I set it off because I kind of want to get it out of the way for now. So whenever they did have weapons, it kind of like doesn't affect me in any way. So if I did have to run that way or to chase somebody that way, I wouldn't give them any vision at all. Yeah. Because I knew they had no weapons, so I just tried to take it out. And so here,
this does not look good for Kyle.
Yeah. But I know he has a weapon though, because he was on that station the whole time.
Yeah.
And so that's why I armored up. I took the fire hit here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I got him. Chris is not even close. And I see one fly out of nowhere. Almost gets me. And so as you can see, there's 2 instead of 1. And that was because there is a weapon mod. That's a little, I guess, teaser.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, I am shocked. It really looked like you had just a guaranteed hit on Kyle. Again, I guess those kind of ambushes, right? Like when the teams are communicating, they can set up stuff like that. Say I'm running here.
Yep.
Ping where they're going, and then if somebody else has a weapon to cover with.
Yeah, it's 4 brains against 1, and you know, like when you're the monster at the very early game, you're pretty much like putting on that pressure, and then right mid game, everyone probably has weapons. So you really need to think about, okay, who has a weapon, who doesn't. Like right now in my head, I'm looking at the left, I'm looking at the bottom, I'm looking at my rage bar, I'm looking at like pretty much everything on the screen, and just trying to get any visual or any like cue on where a team might be. So right here, I'm trying to think like Kyle. I'm like, okay, if I was hit, I would probably run up and go back to Chris and heal him. So I'm retracing Kyle's steps, thinking he would come this way, and I'm like, I'm kind of lost at this point. So I'm like, okay, let's just go back to Chris. Let's just make our way back there, and we'll see.
I do that same thing too, right? Like that teen's down, so that's going to be a target for that last remaining teen. So you kind of want to patrol around it. You don't want to let them free build if you can help it. Oh, what a find!
Yeah, I just saw a little bit of that cape.
Yeah.
And right now I'm just following that. I know he's the last one, and I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm just following that trail.
Yeah.
Making my way all the way up, and there's a hit.
Well done, man. Oh, I love W.A.R.T so much.
So cool.
Well played, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a really hard game to finish up, but it was really good.
Yeah. That was fantastic.
Awesome. Thanks, Tech. Thank you for joining me with this deep dive, and I hope.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little deep dive that we gave you guys.